is Charlotte Varble, LMT, CST, and today we're going to be talking about how to relieve muscle knots from your neck and shoulders. This is 8 of the best ways that I share with my clients, and I want to share them with you today so that you can do them at home whenever you need. So at the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my very favorite ointment. This is like the secret sauce that I use, that I recommend to all my clients to relieve their muscle pain. So be sure to watch to the end of the video to find out what that is. Muscle knots are formed when our muscles contract and the fibers come together in that contraction. And for whatever reason, sections of those muscles, when the muscle elongates, it doesn't elongate with the rest of the fibers. So a section of that muscle remains in a tight, knotted spot. This can be from bad posture, it could be from overuse, it could be from emotional stress, just bringing those muscles together, contracting. The neck and shoulders, from an emotional standpoint, we hold a lot of our responsibilities on top of our shoulders. This is where we feel it. So as a massage therapist, I'm constantly coaching people on how to be able to release and open up the stresses of the emotions that we hold on our neck and shoulders, and also physical things that they can do to be able to open these muscles, relieve their pain and tension in this area. So these are 8 ways to relieve the muscle knots in your neck and shoulders. The first one is a rice pack, applying heat to that knot. You want to heat this up in the microwave. This is my daughter's cute rice pack. Put it on your neck and shoulders, wherever those knots are, and hold it there for about 15 to 20 minutes. I like the rice pack because it is a moist heat. That moisture is better for your muscles. So that's gonna go in, it's gonna bring blood and oxygen to the area, bring nutrition, and really help to open up and relieve those muscle knots. So first one, get your rice pack, get some heat on those knots. The next one is doing stretches. Now I have a whole video on neck stretches, so if you would like some details on that, then I invite you to go here. You're just gonna find some really great ways to stretch out the neck, kind of target, figure out where your knot is located. If it's up on the neck, we're gonna be doing some neck stretches. If it's in your shoulder, then go here to this shoulder stretching video, and that's gonna support you in being able to really open up those muscle knots. The next one is doing self-massage. Now, it would be amazing if you could come on my table and I could work on you and help relieve those muscle knots, but because you're at home and I'm here, I'm gonna teach you how to do it for yourself, anytime, anywhere. So you wanna take your fingertips and just locate wherever you need, if it's up on the neck, if it's down on the shoulder, and we're gonna take our fingertips in a circular motion. So I'm gonna start up at the base of my skull, because we want to be able to reach the entire length of the muscle that we're working. So we're going from attachment and as close to the other attachment as we can palpate. So we're going to be going with our fingertips in a circular motion all the way down the neck muscles. If you're experiencing some knots more in the shoulder area, you can take your opposite hand, bring it over. It's very common that we have knots in our traps, this muscle coming right down here, and we're just going to do a circular motion on that muscle. Okay, so I'm going to teach you one of the secret sauces of a massage therapist. I've been doing this work for a long time, for 17 years at the time of this recording, and I can tell you that when we can get the muscle shortened, then we'll have an easier time releasing that muscle. If you think about Chinese finger trap toy, if the knots are our fingers and they're in the finger trap and we keep trying to pull it outward, it just gets tighter and tighter around the knot, the muscle fibers, it's not releasing it. But what happens when we actually bring that Chinese finger trap together? It actually opens up the fibers and it allows the knot, our fingers, to be free. And it's really a similar process with our muscles. If the muscles are knotted in a certain area and we're just trying to pull on it, then it doesn't always release as quickly or effectively as we want. But if we can get that muscle shortened, then it allows the fibers to kind of come together and unlock and relax a little bit, so then we can stretch and elongate that knot and release it better. So how this looks for you at home is, let's say you have that knot right there in your trap. We find where that is, that tender, sore kind of ball or rope. We're feeling where that is, and then you're gonna take your arm and we're gonna move it up, shorten that muscle, bring it back down. All the while we're putting pressure on the knot. It's like your hand is saying to your body, this is where I'm targeting my intention. Right here, this is what I want to release. And then we're moving that shoulder up and down. And it's creating kind of that unlocking, elongating sensation. This is going to help relieve those knots. So let's say that the knot is in your neck area. It's gonna be the same concept. We're shortening the muscle, we're elongating the muscle, all the while putting pressure right on that knot. This is a really great way. You're gonna just do this as many times as you feel like you need until that knot gets opened up. So the next thing that we're going to do is our handy dandy foam roller. I love the foam roller. We call it the poor man's massage, although I recommend it for everybody all the time. So what we're gonna do is get the foam roller, put it so that it is up and down, toe to head, get right on top of it so that it's right next to your spine. And then we're gonna roll back and forth, left to right. This is really gonna help open up right in that upper back. Take your arms, and we're just gonna do some movements above the head and below. Above and below. If you find an area where it's really tight and tender, then you're welcome to just hold that spot with the foam roller. It's really bringing blood and oxygen and helping to open up those muscles. There is a full foam roller routine that I have, and you can actually find that right here. I love using the foam roller to open up and release the muscles throughout the entire body. Our next one is racquetball. You can use a tennis ball, you can even use a golf ball, whatever you have lying around the house, but I like the racquetball. With this, we need the ball and a wall. So you're gonna take the ball, put it right up against wherever that knot is in your muscle, and then bring that ball up against the wall, putting pressure right into that knot. And then we're gonna use the wall and our body kind of rotate up and down, back and forth to be able to open up that muscle. We can also do some arm rotations here that will support that shortening and elongation of the muscle to open up that knot a little bit quicker. The next thing is our massage gun. I love using the massage guns, especially when you have a lot of really tight tension throughout the neck and shoulders, the back, different areas. It's pretty self-explanatory. You're just gonna take the gun, turn it on, and then just go over that area as many times as you would like. There's no right or wrong on the length of time. It's really what is comfortable for you. If you do the massage gun for a longer period of time, you might feel some like tingling sensation because you're really getting a lot of blood and oxygen moving. So just be aware of doing it to your comfort level, and this is a really great way to release those muscle knots. The last tool that I have for you today is this massage stick or hook. These are really great because they help you to be able to get into those hard to reach areas on your back. We're gonna be locating what end you want to use and find a muscle knot. The side that you are palpating, you want that hand to be relaxed. So you're going to take the opposite hand, go into the muscle knot and hold. Now, just like with the other exercises, we can get some shortening and elongation of the muscle to support the release. So I'm just going to be bringing my shoulder and arm back and forward right here. And this really allows me to get deeper into that knot when I'm in a shortened position. And that just feels so good. And then as I'm elongating it, I can just feel it even going deeper. So with each passing of my arm, it can go deeper and deeper. And you can do this anywhere on the neck and back and shoulders. So if you're on the neck, you just, again, opposite hand from the side that you are on, get into that knot, and we're just gonna rotate the head and just get that really opened up. So this is a really great handy tool. I highly recommend it if you have a lot of muscle knots that you need relief. It really saves your fingers using a tool like this. So the last thing that I want to share with you, number 8, is this muscle ointment. This is Dr. Christopher's Cayenne Heat Ointment. So as I mentioned, I have used a lot of different muscle creams throughout my career, and I will tell you this one is my absolute favorite. Cayenne is one of those herbs that are not as well known but are super, super powerful. It's going to actually go on and help to heal your muscles and give you long-lasting relief. So this is what I recommend each of my clients to get, especially if they're doing a job where there's a lot of movements that would cause more tension. Then you can use this. I love using it right before bed. So I put it on right before bed, and then I wake up the next morning and I am good to go. It is amazing. It feels like kind of a minty menthol type of a feel, but that cayenne is gonna go in and heal your muscles. I highly, highly recommend using this to relieve muscle knots. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this video was helpful for you. Try these techniques. Let me know in the comments what works best for you, what you like, and please like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone else that needs support and relieving the knots in their neck and shoulders. Go ahead and check out the next video about relieving tension and knots in your low back right here.